Let's say we just got a bug report. Now to fix this bug, first we should create a new branch called bugfix. So we type git branch bugfix. Now to see the list of branches, we type git branch. So currently we have two branches, bugfix and master. There is an asterisk before master, which means we're currently on the master branch. You can also see that over here. As I told you earlier in the course, this is coming from ZSH or Z Shell with Git plugin. So if you're on Mac, to see something like this, you should install ZSH with Git plugin. If you're on Windows, you should install PoshGit. This is really helpful because here we can clearly see what is the current branch. One of the issues that a lot of people face is they accidentally commit their code to the wrong branch. So we're currently on the master branch. There's another way to know the current branch. We can type git status on branch master. Now, to fix this imaginary bug, first we have to change the current branch to bugfix. There are two ways to do this. In the past, we used the checkout command, but this command had multiple applications. A lot of people found it confusing. So these days we have a new command for switching branches. So git switch bugfix. Now we are on the bugfix branch, beautiful. But before going forward, I want to rename this branch. It's not clear what bug we're trying to fix here. And also in the future, it's very likely that we're going to have tens or hundreds of other bugs to fix. So it's better to use a more specific name. To rename this branch, we can type git branch -m. We type the old name and then the new name. We can use a convention like bugfix /signup-form, assuming that this bug is in our signup form. Now, if you don't like a /, you can use a hyphen here. That's a matter of personal preference. Okay, now you can see our branch is renamed, beautiful. So to make some changes, let's open audience.txt in VS Code or your favorite code editor. All right, here I'm going to make a few changes. First, I'm going to rename audience to who this course is for. Then I'm going to add a border. And finally, I'm going to remove this line. So we have three kinds of changes here: addition, modification, and deletion, okay? Obviously, these changes have nothing to do with fixing a bug on a sign-up form. But here we're not working on an application, so don't worry about the differences. I'm just teaching you how to use various tools in Git. The name of our branches, the changes we make, and the commit messages don't matter. Now save the changes. Back in the terminal, our working directory is dirty, as we can see from the yellow marker. So let's run status. We can clearly see that we have modified this file and this file is not staged. So let's add it to the staging area and then commit it. We can say fix the bug that prevented the users from signing up. Good. Now let's look at our log. So git log, one line. See what's going on here. On the top, we have head pointing to the bugfix branch. That means we're currently on the bugfix branch. And here's the latest commit in the bugfix branch. Now below that, we can see our master branch, which is just a pointer to a commit. So as you can see, our master branch is one commit behind the bugfix branch. At some point in the future, we're going to merge the bugfix branch with the master branch to bring the master branch up. But don't worry about it now. Let's just focus on managing branches. So in audience.txt, we made a few changes, and these changes are only visible in the bugfix branch. So if we switch back to the master branch and open audience.txt, we see the old version of this file. So branches allow us to work on different tasks in isolation. The code we have in these branches are isolated. At some point, we'll merge them to bring them together. Now, while we're on the master branch, if we look at our log, on the top, we can see head is pointing to the master branch, but we don't see the bugfix branch because bugfix is ahead of the master branch. So its commits are not listed here by default. To view the commits across all branches, we use the all option. Now, even though we are on the master branch, we can see the commits in other branches. In this case, the bugfix branch. Now, at some point in the future, when we are done with the bugfix branch, when we merge it into the master branch, we need to delete it. So we type git branch -d bugfix /signup-form. Now here we get an error saying the branch bugfix is not fully merged. We are saying this error because we have some changes in the bugfix branch that are not merged with the master branch. So by default, Git prevents us from accidentally deleting this branch unless we merge it first. But if you're pretty sure that we don't want the changes in this branch, we can force the deletion by using a capital D. So we say git branch capital D. Now in this video, I'm not going to delete this branch because later in this section, we're going to merge the changes in this branch with master.